We are officially done with the gym website series. In this video, which is the final part of this series, we're going to be taking our Photoshop UI design into WordPress so it can be live and you can actually interact with it on the internet. Okay, in the very first part, we created the desktop version, and the second part, we created the mobile version, and in this third part, we're going to bring everything to life by taking it into WordPress using Elementor Page Builder. Alright guys, my name is Gabriel and you're welcome to Just Perfect Designs. In this channel, we teach you how to create beautiful and stunning websites like this, including graphic designs and video editing. So if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing because we drop content like this every single week. And if you're just joining us for the first time, we have a group, a Facebook group. The link will be in the description below. You can join in and ask any question you'd like to ask, and we'll be there to respond to you as fast as we can. So if you need the template file of this particular design, you can actually get it down the description below. The link to download this file will be in the description below, and it is completely free, guys. It is free. So all we ask in exchange is to please subscribe to this channel and give the videos a thumbs up if it really impacts you, if you really learned something from it. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump into this video. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is I would have loved to start with the navbar, but let's do the major part first, which is the main hero section right here. Okay, so what I want to do basically now is to save time, I'm just going to use a preview templates by Elementor already. So I'm going to search for the hero right here, and this is the one I'd like to make use of. So I'm just going to click on insert. As soon as this loads up, I'll make some few tweaks on it. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get rid of this second column. We don't really need that for anything. And then I'm going to change this background right here to our own background. So I'll come down to the style and I'll delete this. Then I'll just I already have as installed right here, or I have my pictures dragged in here already. So I'm just going to click on this and click on insert. Okay, so as you can see, there is this black background right here, and if you're loading this website on a slow network or a slow browser or something, um, before this image comes up, what you see is actually this color. So we're going to change that to match our color theme, which is um, the hash 020202. So this is the black that we have already on our background right here. So if the image doesn't show up yet, again, in case of slow browser or slow network, this is what we're going to see. Okay, so with this, the next thing I want to do is I want to make some few tweak to this particular column right here. So I'm just going to click on this column to edit it. And basically, I want to come to the advanced tab. And for this, I'm just going to give it a padding left or a padding right of 300 pixel, just like so. For this, for the background, let's finish up the background. The image that we added here, the first thing I want to do is, make it align center. Center is fine. Cover is also fine, so make sure that is selected so you have something exactly like this. And then lastly, I want to increase this the viewport height. I want to make it 100% all the way up. So with that, we have this right here. Okay, so let's start making one or two tweaks to this. The first one is to edit this. We want to make it we ain't kidding. This is our text from the previous design. And then we're going to change some settings. First of all, let's give it a color of FF783C. This is our color. And we want to make the size 18 pixel. And let's make the width 700, and the margin on this should be 0, like so. And I want to decrease the letter spacing to about that. And by the way, we are making use of Montserrat, so we're not going to forget that. Montserrat is our default font for everything we're going to be doing today. So this looks pretty good already. We ain't kidding. Now for this, we're going to say um, keeping fit is serious work. All right, so this is our text. And we're going to come down to the style settings right here. Let's leave the color white, and the font size, we want to make that about 90 pixel. And let's make this 700. Yeah, I think I like that. So 1M should be fine. 1M is just fine, and the padding should be 0, and the margin top, I think it's obviously too much. Let's make it 5. Let's just leave it at 0. I think that's fine. How about this? Okay, this is fine as well. Okay, so it's starting to come together, guys. But we forgot one thing. This text, we want to make it Montserrat. The font family should also be Montserrat. Like so. So this is what we have. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to add no, the paragraph with the border. So how we do that is we're going to drag in a text editor, like so. We're just going to copy some few bunch of text. I have this Lorem Ipsum uh no extension right here, but I think we can work with this. Actually, we can work with what we have on the screen already. The Lorem Ipsum text we have there, we can just work with that one. So let's go to the style tab. The color should be white, but let's bring that the opacity down to about that. I think that is fine. And then the typography is also Montserrat. And the font size, let's make the font size 19. Okay. Let's leave the weight 600. And the letter spacing should be 0.5. I think the 0.5 is fine. Yep. Um, okay, let's go to the advanced tab. In the advanced tab, we want to give it a margin top of 20 pixel, like so, and then a padding right of 400 pixel, not 4,400. And let's see the, no, sorry, padding right, actually, not bottom. Padding right 400, and then padding left, this should be 20 pixel. And the reason why we are adding this 20 pixels because of the border we are going to be adding in a bit. Okay, so what I want to reduce this text. I think it's way too much. Yeah, just 2 lines is fine for this case. Okay, so let's go back to the advanced tab. Where it says border, you want to click on that. So instead of none, we select solid, so we can have border around it. But what you want to do is uncheck this or link it, anyone, and then on the left you want to give it a border of 5 pixel just on the left, and then the color should be the hash FF783C. That's the color. We don't need the border radius, so this is it for this part. And let's take a look how it is. Okay, it is starting to come in place. Once again, I think I have to reduce this text. I don't know. I just like the clean version that we have on the original UI from Photoshop. Okay, so this is looking good. The next thing I want to do, I think that this is okay. Let me decrease the margin top a bit. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, I think this is much better. The space between was too much before, or let's just make it a round figure of 10. 10 should be fine. Okay, then for the button, what you want to do is let's click on the button so we can edit it. Okay, as you already know, we have two different buttons. So, but let's start off with this one first. And then what I want to do for this button first is I want to drag in an inner section underneath our paragraph right here, like so. So as soon as we do this, now we're just going to drag in this button in here, and don't let me dragging this button confuse you. Okay, we can just delete that and maybe drag in our own button so you don't see that as a big deal. So there it is. This is our own button. So we're just going to style this the way we want it to look like. So um I think the first text is get started. Started. Okay, so get started, and then let's go to the style tab. The typography, font family is Montserrat. I forgot to give Montserrat to this font family. So let's go back to this and make it okay. Oh, it's already there. Sorry about that. Okay. So font family Montserrat, the size of the button should be 14 pixel, and the weight should be 600, and the transform should be normal. Yeah, normal is fine. And the color, let's go to the color. Let's do basically the same color we've been using, FFC, sorry, 783C. Oh, this is actually for the background, not for the text. The text should be white, all white. Then the background color should have that in it. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is add some border radius. I'm just going to type in 50 here so everything rounds up like so. Is that enough? Okay, let's to be on the safe side, let's just make it 70. But for the padding, I think it's okay. Well, let's tweak it a bit. Let's give the top 20 or 15. Then right here, we're going to do 20. Right here, 15. 15, and then right here 20 or 25. 25. Okay, so the left and right 25, the top and bottom 15. Okay, so this is looking good already. All right, so I want to get rid of the padding on the margin on this inner section right here. So let me just do column gap to be no gap. Okay, so that solves it. Yeah, it's now very much in line with this. Okay, and I want to go to the advanced, and at least let's give this a little margin from the top, about, no, not 50 but 5. Let's do 10. Okay, 10 is fine for this case. Okay, so everything is starting to come in place, guys. So now I want to reduce this column around here. It should be fine. Then I just want to duplicate or just copy this rather. I'll right click and hit copy, and then I'll come into the second column and paste it in just like so. So basically what I want to do is edit few things. So I'll come down here. Instead of get started, I want to say preview. Then for the color, I'm going to make this color, the text color should still be white, but the background color should be 1F, 1F. Oh, sorry. So it's going to be 1F, 1F, 1F. So that's just pops the button out a bit from the background, just a little bit, like so. So for the hover, I want to make this um, this color, this orange color or whatever it is. So I'll make it FF 7, 8, and 3C. So when I hover it, it looks like so. And for this, we don't need any hover for this one right here. Or we could still use the same dark color as the hover for this particular one. So it depends on you, it depends on your own taste. But let's try it out. Why not? So 1F, 1F, 1F. And when we hover over this, it gives this color. When you come down here, okay, let's just leave it that way. I think it's fine. So for the animation, the hover animation, we want to make it shrink. I like shrink. Let's do the same thing for the other button. Click on that, come to the hover, and let's make that shrink as well. So this is how it looks like. Cool, right? All right, so let's get started. Let's move on rather. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done with this section. Let's see how we are looking on the mobile version. Damn, this is a mess. Okay, so guys, what we want to do first of all is let's come down here and make this a view height of 100%, so it takes up everything on the screen. And then um let's just make some few tweak. So first of all, we'll have to get rid of the padding that we set for this text. So just uncheck the padding right here so we can get that. And then secondly, I don't think I'll be needing this border. It's not a good idea for me if you'd ask me. So what I can do, because if we change the border right here, it's going to affect the desktop version or the PC version. So what I can do is duplicate this layer or this paragraph, yeah, and then I'm going to hide this from the desktop. I'll come down to responsive and hide on mobile and tablet. And then for this, I'm going to come down here, responsive, and then I'm going to hide for the desktop version. So when we go back to the desktop version, this is what we'll only see. And when we'll go back to the PC, to the mobile version, let's edit this first. So right while I'm here, I'm going to come down to the border and then none, like so. And I want to go to the text and make it center aligned. And then I think I might have to reduce the size as well. I think we had 18 there and 19 rather. So we're gonna make it 16, like so. Okay, I think it's better. So for these, let me see. Vertical align, middle. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna click on this button, make both of them center aligned on mobile to the center, and as well this to the center. I would have loved to, put them side by side on mobile as well, but I think it would be too small, and I don't really like small button in case of those who have big thumbs. So I think this is the best approach, and we're just going to separate those a little bit. So give it some margin top of 10, 15. Yeah, 15 looks great. So this is how it's looking on the mobile version. And yeah, I think this looks great. I want to reduce this font as well. Let's make it 17, 16. 16 looks fine. And for this, let's see, 35. 35 is okay. Okay, so I think I like this. All right. Starting to come together. For this, I want to reduce the margin, and let's say 10 right there. And it looks like so. Now for the image, I have an image, one of the background for the background for the mobile version that I saved. Let me see if that will work. If it won't work, we'll make use of the normal one, which is this one. So but for now, let's see if this works. So with that select, I'm going to, well, I think it's okay. Center and cover, repeat, no repeat. Attachment, let's leave it at default. Okay, so when we do this, this is what we get. Guys, I think this is awesome. This is pretty awesome. So now what is left for us to do is to actually get the nav bar right there and get it working fine. So let's go back to um the PC version, and just for now, I think, let me navigator. I think I have to hide this. Um, let's see. Okay. Yep. So I can hide that like so. So I have some more room right here. Okay. So I'm going to click on this. Let's start building our nav menu. And then with this, I'm going to make a 3 column. Yep, like so. 3 column. Reason being that right here on the left side, we'll have our logo. On in the middle, we'll have the navigations itself, which is the home, the about us, and all. And then on the right hand side, we'll have the contact us button. So let's do this. Right here, we're going to drag in an image on this first part. An image, yeah, like so. And I already have the logo here. I also exported this from the Photoshop version that we did. So it is right here. You can see it because it is actually white and this part is white. So um, I'm going to resize this to about 25 for now. Okay, let me do something. I want to come down to this section, make this no gap, and then I want to come down to the advanced, and for the padding, the top and the bottom, I want to make that 20% padding top and bottom, and then the margin is going to be at the bottom, going to be minus 86. Oh, not 860, 86. Okay, like so. And the reason why we are not seeing our logo is because this hero section is actually on top of the nav menu. So what we can do is increase the Z index. And for sure, basically for nav menus or nav bar, you want to always make the Z index come first before any other thing on the page. So for that, I'm just gonna do 999. And as you can see, we already have, even if I do one, we'll still have our logo. So if I take it off and do one, you can see we still have our logo. But to be on the safe side, so this it stacks on top of everything, like absolutely. We're just gonna make it 999 like so. Now, okay, so let me see. I think it's still too much. Let's make this 80 and see. How about 80, 77? Okay, that's way too much. 78. Okay, so this is fine. I was just trying to look for the perfect margin so that both the top and bottom could actually be, be filled up. No white space on the top and on the bottom. Okay, so with that right now, I think I like this logo the way it is, but we're going to align it to the left, to the far left, so it sticks right there. And we're just going to drag this down like so, and it's affecting our logo already. So sorry about that. So we're going to increase the size again. 55 should be fine. And for the column, I want to make this to the middle, vertically align middle. In fact, let's do that for every column, middle, and then for this, vertical align middle. So I think this space is okay. For this part right here, what I'd like to do is copy this button and then paste it here. So we'll save ourselves a lot of time. So okay. So what I'll do now is just take it to the far right, like so. And I can also drag this in a little bit like so. Now for the nav, we're just gonna drag in a where are you? Yep, in nav menu. This feature is only accessible by those of us who are using the paid version of Elementor. So if you want to consider taking the paid version of Elementor, it really has some great features in it. So I'd highly recommend it. Okay, so right now, this actually needs to go to the far right as well. So it's going to come down to the right, like so. The spacing in between, I think I like that. I don't know. Can we drag that even further? No. Hold on. Okay. Horizontal padding. Yep. Like so. Now for the font, we're going to make the fonts Montserrat as well. Yeah. And I think I'd like to do 14 for this and 600 for this. Just like so. Then um, for the color is going to be white. And when you hover over it, it's going to change to FF783C, like so. And then let me copy this because we're going to use this for the active as well. Okay, so we don't need this pointer right here. When you do this, we don't really want, as you can see, there's this border underneath, like so. We don't really need that. So we're just going to get rid of that right now. So come back to the contents and where it says pointer, just select none. And that fixes it automatically. Okay, this is looking good already. Yep, I think I like that. Alrighty, let's see the gap between this and the button. I think that is also fine. So want to change the text of that button, don't forget the text should be contact us. Contact us like so. Okay, this top is a little bit messy. Let's take it back to minus 86. Minus 86. Yeah, so it fits very, very well now. Okay, guys, so we are officially done with the PC or the laptop version of the home page. The desktop version of this hero section, we're actually done with it. And if you compare it right now to the one on the Photoshop version, the graphic design version that we did, you will see that it is pretty much the same. Nothing has changed from both designs. Okay, so now let's see how we are looking on the mobile version. And don't forget, we actually hid something here. Um, okay, we hid this, so we need it back now, and we can hide the one on the desktop. So if we go to the mobile version, we should have, oh, we should have this back. Okay, just like so. And this is also messy. Let's see. Not looking good. Okay, so right here, and then let's do minus 80. Okay, I think the first thing we need to do, minus 86, we need to hide this. This button is not actually needed for the mobile version. So this column, we are going to hide this column. So I'm going to click on it, come down to the advanced tab, responsive, and then hide on mobile and this. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is the other two column, which is the logo, the column where the logo is sitting. We want to make that 50% column width, and then hamburger menu as well. We want to also make this 50%, so they both sit to like so. And for the hamburger, I want to take that to the far right, like that. And let's see how this looks right now. Okay, it looks like so. So we're going to reduce this. I think I'll have to hide this column as well. So we have a clean look like so. Okay. All right. So let's first of all reduce the size of this logo. It is really big right now. So about 35 should be fine. Or let's say 40. Okay, 40 is okay. And now for this, uh, vertically align middle, this as well, middle. And now for the hamburger, we are going to make not aside but center. Hamburger is fine. Let's come to the style tab right here, and we're going to go to toggle. Let's see the toggle option. So for the color, let's do FF783C, like so. And for the background, we want to make that transparent. We don't want anything on the background. Now for the hover is going to be white, and then the background, once again, transparent. So this is how it's going to look like. Uh, okay, we'll have to fix that, but this is how it looks. So let's fix that. What we just saw now, I think it should be coming from full width. Yes, this needs to be checked, full width on, like so. So if we try that again now, as you can see, it drops nicely like so. And now let's do this. Let's make this a little bit okay than it is right now. So we're going to come to the style tab, and then we'll come to the drop down. Obviously, as you can see, it is drop down. And right here, I think the color is fine. Um, the background color, we can make that a little, you know, like so, more subtle. Yep. And then for the hover, uh, let's see. Okay, you know what? Let's make this a little much darker, like so. And for the hover, let's give this white, the background to be white. and then this right here to be our FF 783C, and then for the normal color, let's make that 1F1F. No, let's do 020202. Yeah, 02 is fine. So when we hover over it like so, it looks like this. So but I need some much more room to this. I don't like the way it is right now. So right here, I'm just going to increase the vertical padding. Yeah, like that. Okay, so as you can see, it looks much more beautiful compared to how it was before. Okay, so the active state is also going to have the same color, the FF M783C. And then for the background, it's going to be white, like so. So guys, this is it. Now, one thing is left to do. Right here, we want a padding to the top, obviously 20. Yeah, to the bottom 20, and left to the right, let's do 10, and to the left 10. So it push those things in a little bit. 15 should, 10 is fine. So this is what we get. I think this is pretty good. Okay, now we just need to adjust this right here. Let's do 80 minus 80. Still like so. 73. Okay. So there's no white space on the top and the bottom. I like the transition into the white color from this orange color that this hamburger gets. It is really beautiful. All right, guys. So this is everything for this. Let's take a live view and see how it looks like. So this is the live view, guys. I hope you understood everything, and if you don't, please you can actually go back or rewind back to this video so you get every details. It is not complicated, it is not difficult, it is as simple as you see right now. There is nothing special or nothing really tacky about it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for much more better content like this. And yeah, I think I'll just see you on the next video. Thank you once more for seeing this tutorial. I really appreciate it. Peace.